Hi, I'm Pete Warden, and I built OpenHeatMap as a free and open way to help people tell their stories through maps. So I've been delighted to see journalists like Charles Arthur at The Guardian using it to illustrate their stories. And I wanted to do a quick guide to just show you as a journalist how quick and easy it is to create your own maps using OpenHeatMap. So if you'll just give me 5 minutes, I promise I'll have you up and running and building your own maps ready to put in your own stories. So let's say that you've got a list of how much a big map costs in countries around the world and you're trying to write a story around that. You can print it as a table, but some of your points, like how expensive Nordic countries are, don't leap out in this form. Isn't this map a better way of telling that story to your readers? To build this map, start with a spreadsheet containing your data. You can use Excel, but I prefer Google Spreadsheets since that makes it easy to edit the data after you've built the map. Enter your data into the spreadsheet as 2 columns, the country name followed by the cost of a Big Mac there. Make sure the first row of the table contains the names of the columns as country and value. These names are how OpenHeatMap figures out what kind of map to draw, and in this case country tells it to draw countries of the world and colour them according to the number in the value column. Now publish your spreadsheet so OpenHeatMap can access it. Copy the URL, go to the OpenHeatMap website, choose Google Spreadsheet, paste the URL and view your map. On this final screen you can customize things like the title and colours, and once you're happy, save and view the result. Then click on Embed to grab the HTML to insert into your article so you can add the map. Great, you have your first OpenHeatMap. But now your editor wants you to highlight how purchasing power has changed over the last few months. All you need to do is insert the previous set of values as new rows in the spreadsheet, add a new column called time, put in the date for each row, save, and wait 2 minutes for the website to update. You now have an animated map that clearly shows those changes over time. It's not just countries OpenHeatMap understands, it understands almost any way of specifying a location you can think of. US counties, zip codes and congressional districts, latitude, longitude points, IP addresses, and even plain old street addresses. Suppose you need to highlight how poor families in Denver lack access to cheap, healthy food from supermarkets because of where they live, but are surrounded by unhealthy and expensive liquor stores. First, take the names and addresses of the local liquor stores and put them into 2 columns called name and address. Import the spreadsheet, edit the view, and you have a map that clearly shows how ubiquitous corner liquor stores are. That's only part of the story though. We also need to demonstrate the areas that are poorly served by grocery stores. So, go back to the spreadsheet, enter the names and addresses of the supermarkets, and then create a new column called tab. Enter liquor stores or supermarkets for each, and then return to the map. You can now switch back and forth between the 2 views and clearly see the poor neighbourhoods with liquor on every corner, but no decent grocery store for miles. I really hope these examples give you some ideas for your own stories. I'm really excited to see what you can generate with OpenHeatMap, so please contact me via pete@mailana.com if there's any way I can help. Thanks.